books. Can't escape from the team, call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, I missed my cue there. Good morning to you and welcome to the Morning Steam Show for Monday, November 11th, and Veterans Day here in the United States. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Thank you to everyone who has served and their families as a son of a veteran. Want to pass along my thanks and appreciation for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. It's not Memorial Day, but still want to honor everybody who is still here with us throughout the trials and tribulations of our great country. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here on the show as we get ready for a big sports betting day, including Monday Night Football, NBA, NHL, and college basketball. We got some matinees, including, well, of course, we got Air Force. We got the Citadel. That's a military college, too. Don't forget. That thing, Citadel, been around 175 years or something. Maybe it's been around 200 years. I don't know. Thank you, everybody. Hope you had a fun day on Sunday. Hope you guys caught me last night with the guys across the street. We had a pretty good time there with Monday Night Football. With that game, the Lions and the Texans lived up to the hype and the billing. Pretty good game there yesterday. In addition to our other games, we'll preview tonight's game and talk about yesterday's games here in just a moment. Thank you to everybody also here in the chat. And hey, stick around, make sure you're commenting here. I want to welcome all the chat all-stars. I'm going to start my new concept that I teased last week. We're going to have a little bit of pressure on our man, Thomas Lewis, as we start our new consensus parlay here today. What it's going to be, basically, is win Ramon Scott's money. It's not going to be a big deal. We just want to try to generate a little bit more attention to the show, and the consensus plays we put in a parlay, and one lucky winner is going to have a chance to be free rolling with me here every day on the show. And I'll tell you how we get that rolling here at the end of the show when we get more people in here. Get a couple dozen in here right now, but Thomas will be putting together the consensus parlay, and one person will have a chance to win maybe just a token amount here, but a little bit of sweat, and try to generate a little bit of interest in the show moving forward. All right, got a Steam play coming in right now. This is the Morning Steam after all, and hopefully you're here for some great sports betting information. I'll try to give you some winners along the way. We had winners yesterday. Pass those along to you as well. But this one gets us started here with college basketball. It's going to happen a few times on the show. Texas A&M here could be. There's another military college to a certain extent. In fact, this one, let's see. I was going to preview this game, I think, today. Right now, Texas A&M is taking steam here at minus 24. I would expect this one probably go here to 25.5 right now, if it hasn't already. Texas A&M is taking steam, our first steam play here on the show this morning. All right, let's keep it rolling here with the last game of the day. Hawaii, I thought last night I was watching Hawaii. Guess they're playing at a back-to-back. Hawaii here is taking some steam here. Pacific already took steam. Yesterday, San Jose State played Hawaii. I imagine the teams probably traveled together out there. They did get the better of me. I think I was on Hawaii in that game, but I was on San Jose State in that game. They're not a very good team, but dropped a premium there last night. But tonight, Hawaii will be back at it, and steam has just come in right now. It already came in earlier on Pacific and has just come in now on under 146. Here's some steam right now, Pacific and Hawaii. This one going lower here right now on the morning steam. All right. How about the action last night? What a night it was in pro football yesterday with the Monday or the Sunday night game. Just terrific. Houston and the Lions. Texans led 23-7 at halftime. Yesterday we gave out the Texans as our premium pick in the game. I was in the minority, man. Let me tell you, on that show last night, it was an avalanche of Lions supporters, and why not? The Lions look the best here in the league right now, even with undefeated Kansas City a little bit. These two teams and a couple of others looking great, but Houston led 23-7 at halftime, but the Lions, you know what? Maybe it did never feel like they weren't going to come back despite those 5 interceptions from Goff, right? I don't think I was ready to bury him, and I was on the eventual covering side last night, but the Lions win their 7th in a row with the win. Houston's lost 3 of their last 4 after starting 5-1, but they're having troubles in the second half. They've been outscored 60-19 in the last 4 games, so they're going to have to fix that up a little bit. I'm sure they're still the best team in that division, weak division, but the Texans are the first team since the 1970 Bears to lead a game by 15 points, have 5 interceptions or more, and still lose the game. I think that's what everybody was talking about. How do you lose a game when you intercept a team 5 times? But what a comeback there by the Lions. They look pretty strong, 19 straight points. The turnovers were all over the place. It was like an IHOP on Friday morning. So Lions are 8-1, Texans 7-4, and Bates, pretty good kicker, another big long kick there, 52-yarder on the final play there. Texans had a chance, obviously, with Fairbairn, but he missed that 58-yarder there. He made a 56-yarder. If he would have made that 58-yarder, Fairbairn would have set the NFL record for the most 50-yard plus field goals in a season. And, we're only 10 weeks into the season, so that'd be pretty good. He's going to smash that record, obviously. But Detroit proving themselves once again last night. All right. Elsewhere in the NFL yesterday, the Chiefs, we talked about them just seconds ago, and what a comeback what a performance by the Chiefs in that game against the Broncos to win 16-14. They blocked that field goal on the last play to stay unbeaten. The Broncos 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games. Did a nice job there. Broncos are doing a nice job themselves right now. Certainly they're covering games here, no doubt, but still the Chiefs moved to 9-0. Hey, here's a little bit of steam coming in right now, and this one's kind of interesting. This will be the Chargers are taking some steam in their game with the Bengals. This one was the flex game next Sunday night. Right now, the total is being steamed to the over here with the Bengals and the Chargers right now. It looks like it's going to go to 46.5 or maybe 47 here right now. Bengals and Chargers next Sunday night as they flexed out the previously scheduled game. I think the Colts were in there against the Jets, but you got to get them out of there. The Chargers, another win yesterday to improve. Hey, watch out for my Chargers. Now, come on. Another game of the day, Steelers over the Commanders, 28-27. It was Russell Wilson with that 32-yard touchdown pass to Williams with just a couple of minutes left in the game. They might not have won that game without Russell Wilson. If they would have had their other quarterback in there. I'm not sure it would have went the same way yesterday for Fields as it did for Wilson. Washington led that game by 10 points in the third quarter, but the Steelers are on a roll now. They've won and covered 4 straight. And again, remember what we said about those tightly spread games. Pittsburgh always gets the money, it feels like, in those. And we had them here on the show yesterday. It wasn't easy, obviously, but it did feel like, man, that one's going to come down to the wire in that type of game. I thought it would be a lower scoring game, but again, that Washington defense, a little bit clunky for sure. Steelers rushed for 140 yards. And the Commanders, that was probably their worst offensive performance, and they still put up 27 games, it felt like. 27 points there yesterday. So Steelers got that win. Panthers over the Giants. We were here with the game, right? And it felt like it was going my way or our way yesterday with that premium pick winner on the Panthers. We did give out the under on the show. And Panthers, they made it a little bit of a sweat there at the end as the game went to overtime. Carolina led 10-0 midway through the third quarter, but they still got the win. Panthers, when you're beating the Giants, that's pretty low news there for the Giants, certainly. But the Panthers got that 36-yard field goal and win 2 straight for, hey, look, you can make fun of Bryce Young, right? But hey, he looks athletic out there. Playing a weaker team, certainly, but you got to feel happy for him, actually, after what he's endured a little bit. Man, not a great organization, obviously. And I kind of point the finger sometimes at what we do to rush these quarterbacks along or whatever happens to them and how they fizzle out and fade out. But I don't mind a good story like that with Bryce Young. Good for him. It certainly is real composed in those interviews, man. It could be a lot worse if you were kind of getting kicked to the woodshed every week. Can't keep your starting job, big money quarterbacks, these young kids, but good job there by the Panthers yesterday. Look at Danny Jones. I mean, he's played, 70 games and has 25 wins in his career. So Vikings get it done against the Jaguars. Didn't get that money, though. It was the Jags who eventually got the cover. Yeah, we went over here on the show, and that was never going to be the case as the Vikings won 12-7. Vikings had 400 yards. The Jaguars had 150, but didn't matter. Vikings win and don't cover. They drove 70 yards for a touchdown on their second drive, and that was about it for this one. That was not a great game there yesterday, and feels like the Vikings, however they're getting it done right now, they won without scoring a touchdown, 4 field goals. Darno was throwing interceptions. Everybody was throwing interceptions yesterday. The Saints over the Falcons. Yeah, we had a winner here on the show with the under and the Saints and the Falcons. I think a lot of people were thinking maybe a higher score. Certainly, I said handicappers were pretty overwhelming with the over, but we were going to still take the under in this one. It was 17-7 at halftime. But the Falcons snapped their 7-game the Saints snapped their 7-game losing streak under this interim coach. Sounds like a pretty good guy there in the post game there, and Saints a much needed victory there over the Falcons, and a little bit of bump in the road there for the Falcons. Like I said, I didn't issue out any play here on the no play on the show, no play with the premiums, but Falcons here, a little bit of a bump in the road for them. Okay, 49ers here, another exciting one yesterday as they beat the Bucks 23-20. They have a 44-yard field goal for the win after after a little bit of an incident on the sidelines with Samuel getting involved with the kicker and the long snapper, the holder. I don't know which one it was, but not a good look, really. I mean, we don't see the kicker going over there and getting in the wide receiver's face when he muffs another play. So San Francisco missed those 3 field goals. It was a little testy or whatever. The pressure might be on San Francisco a little bit. They led 10-0 in the first half, and 49ers, though, doubled up the yardage on Tampa Bay. Said, McCaffrey'd come right in and he, took the ball from the first play. there for sure. So watch out. Niners will be heating up here again. It feels like that's going to be a tough game, against the Buccaneers on the road. And they still got out of there with the victory yesterday. We did have the premium pick. The pick on the show here on the under in that game yesterday. Bills smash the Colts for sure. Buffalo may be overlooked right now in all these good teams here. Yeah, the Colts aren't looking that great for sure. They probably got the wrong quarterback in there. There are some situations, right, where, oh boy, you wish you had Flacco in there over Richardson. But in certain games like that where you need maybe, hey, look, you might have Richardson in there and get blown out. But you've got to give yourself a chance against a mad rush of a team like the Bills, who were definitely getting to the backfield a little bit. You need more mobility. So this is just bad coaching here, it feels like, in a organization that's not totally there right now. So the Bills, they're 8-2, man. They've not been 8-2 in a long time, and we're kind of overlooking them because of the success of the Chiefs, the Ravens. The Bills are right there, it feels like, right now in that. And they didn't even have their young, talented wide receiver Keon Coleman in that game. So Bills are 4-1 against the spread in this 5-game winning streak. Flacco threw a pick 6 on the first play of the game, and you knew it wasn't going to go from there. Okay, about the Patriots, we did talk about them yesterday as our pick on the show. We gave out the Patriots here yesterday. The Patriots scored couple of 10 points in the last 2 minutes of the first half, and they outgained the Bears 325-150. And Bears Twitter I was having fun watching it yesterday. Right now, it's a doomsday scenario almost for the Bears here at this point. Nobody knew their offensive line. They were supposed to be improved. They're obviously not. And Williams is not having a fun time here right now. And the Patriots, all of a sudden, have covered the spread in 3 straight games, doing an okay job with Drake May back there. Not overly impressive. Bears still okay defensively. But Bears are 1 of 14 on third down yesterday. So the Bears have been winning at home so far, but it just felt like yesterday they were going to be under pressure here a little bit, and they never had a chance, it felt like, to get involved in that game. All right, how about my Chargers? You guys, another victory for San Diego. Okay, when we're 6-3, we've gone back. We're back to San Diego again. Okay. Don't ever tell me it isn't. Tennessee is definitely in a bit of a funk as well, but the Chargers get it done, have a big, big day there. They had touchdowns on their first 2 drives, and really that's all they needed. And they averaged 9 yards per pass attempt, and they're also doing a pretty good job on third down on defensively stopping teams here right now. So Tennessee, not too great on the road. I was pretty pleased with that. In afternoon games were crummy, but I got to see the Chargers look pretty good again against an okay team, and not no great team. You can only play who's in front of you, certainly, and the Chargers have other tough teams like the Chiefs and like the Broncos in this division here. But hey, they're in the playoffs right now, so they'll keep it up, I would think, here with Harbaugh and Herbert. Philadelphia smashed Dallas. I don't know what I was thinking here yesterday on the show, trying to take Dallas here. I gave Cooper Rush a chance, and by the end of the game, who was in there? Trey Lance. And maybe Trey Lance, not saying he should have been in there originally too, but got this high price backup. Might want to give him more of a chance. But the Eagles they've won 5 straight right now. They've been scoring on offense. They look very, very composed at this point. And last 5 games, they've allowed just 4 touchdowns. So the Eagles here also in a pretty good groove. They outgained Dallas 350-150. And for Dallas, the sun's in their eyes. They've got other issues here, I guess. Don't build your football stadiums right east to west. You're supposed to build them north to south if you can. But, that's not the way Jerry does it. So, whether they need curtains, whether they just need excuses, whether they need to fire the coach, Dallas, it's just a rough situation here for America's team. All right. Also, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, not a great performance in that last game here on the card, with the Cardinals winning 31-6. This was never in doubt. Well, maybe the Jets got those 2 field goals to start, but nothing after that. Cardinals outgained them 400-200. The Jets are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games. We had the Cardinals as a premium pick here yesterday. Of course we did. And Cardinals had 4 touchdowns there, obviously, and they didn't, they had drives, man. They were just, methodical and really did a nice job there yesterday. How about 10.5 yards per pass attempt? So really strong. They didn't even need third down, it felt like yesterday. They were just picking and choosing what they needed to do to win the games. And right now, the Arizona, a pretty nice job there against the Jets. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to the recap there, and we'll say hello to everyone in the chat here as we get rolling for our show today. We do know also, hey, how about the Grey Cup this coming week now? The championship of the Canadian Football League will be determined. It'll be Toronto minus Chad Kelly suffered that broken ankle. So they are 10-point underdogs to Winnipeg now. All of a sudden, they're still a pretty good team, man. I guess everyone's going to be, taking Winnipeg here. It already went from 7 or 8 up to 10, probably on that news, even though they knew that Kelly was seriously injured. But Winnipeg, you got Caleros, 300 yards and 4 touchdowns in the nightcap. We split the games here, I think, yesterday, or I don't know if we even talked about it on Sunday because of the schedule, but just want to mention that this week will be the Grey Cup here. And all right, let's get it rolling here with the show a little bit and say hello to some folks in the chat. Thank you for joining me here, Chat All-Stars. Here we go. I'm a little clunky here all of a sudden. What's going on? All right. Who was here? It was Dave. He's ready to go first. And he was excited about the Broncos' victory yesterday. He thinks the Steelers could be in there as well. Here's Thomas Lewis. I hope I'm not putting too much pressure on Thomas. Like this video and share, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to Sports Money Network here on YouTube, the fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Joe's here as well. Yeah, I was out. You know what? So I'm having a toast with the guys here a little bit. Here's a little bit of steam, everybody. Tulane in college basketball right now just took the action. You heard it firing off in the background there. Tulane was as low as 17, minus 17. I say low, but right now Tulane is going to be probably a 19-point favorite or more against Alcorn State today. A little bit of steam coming in here. So, I've been doing a little toast, but you know what? I haven't really had too many toasts lately. So I am feeling, I'm not even getting maybe my body is reacting to it. My brain didn't feel like it was. Gravy Bets, thank you for everything, man. And you're doing a great job. I really appreciate you. Fernando here today. And AOD, thank you for stopping by today. Happy to have you in the chat. Hello, Stars. Jermaine here today as well. Nasty Nate talking Boston area sports with those Patriots. I'm glad I have them. And Jermaine said, Tim, throw the ball, get the ball to my man Tim Patrick here, right? And will we see firings today in Chicago? Will we see firings in Dallas? I don't know. Robert McCormick is here. Lucky Power is here today. Thank you. And Cliff Lloyd's ready to go in the chat. Should be a fun day. We've got a morning hockey game as well. Morning here, but East Coast, 1 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific here today. Curtis Mann, hello. Thank you, Dave, for your great comment here as well. And, look at this. I mean, don't forget the Giants. How many coaches can we fire today? Will it be 0? Will it be 1? Will it be 2 or 3. I think that might be it from the Chat All-Stars here as we get ready for the show. And Dave with a super chat. Oh, man, Dave. Thank you. You don't have to do that, but I love you, and thank you for doing that. Just shows your support for the channel here. Gerardo, hello. Hey, how about I see, both my guys in my soccer team in here a little bit, and thank you, Dave, for that. Appreciate that, Dave. Oh, you're awesome, brother. How about my Tijuana Cholos last night winning the game? That was great. They got the goal was taken off there, and then Tijuana scored twice. It happened yesterday, right? The beginning of the second half against Puebla, I think we were playing, and then it happened at the end of the game too. It was wild, and Tijuana got the win at home. We're in the playoffs. I think we got to play America though, so we don't ever beat Club America. We're lucky to tie them, so we'll see what happens. But Tijuana with the win. Just my teams, okay? It's Ramon Scott Morning's team show. Flea Mathis, hello as well. And Pharrell Westbrook from my neck of the woods here, 32nd Street Naval Station. Man, how many times I've been to the commissary there. Many a times using my privilege as a son of a veteran to go to the 32nd Street Naval Station commissary. And shout out to North Island and Coronado. All right. Going to get ready to go with the show here now in just a moment, get the previews going. But first, I'm going to tout my wares here, and you can get my best plays over at winnable.com. You can subscribe to my premium pick packages over here for just a couple of bucks a day or $8 a week. $20 a month, whatever it is. I'd love to have you join me and follow my action here. Click the QR code in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. That's how you can get my plays every day. Hopefully going to come on here and give you a bunch of winners. Chat All-Stars going to chip in as well. You're going to want to comment. You must comment in order to be eligible to win the consensus parlay at the end of the show. You must just say hi, hello. You don't need to put any special word. You just need to comment to be eligible to win the community parlay at the end of the show. So make sure you're following me here at Winnable. Got free packages up there as well where I send out some of the other sports and some major sports as well here. A lot of tennis on there. Didn't go with today's matches. I'm watching currently action here at the ATP Finals with Alcaraz and Ruud currently, and Ruud gonna probably spring the upset. I think it's actually over here. Yes, he has just won. Casper Ruud just totally, he was a $6 dog. He was an $8 dog, and Casper Ruud has just defeated Carlos Alcaraz. You always see upsets at the finals, right? Elite players and big money involved, right? But it doesn't have the prestige so much as some of the Grand Slam events, but it feels like when the money's on the line, the underdogs come to grind. And right now I just saw Casper Ruud with the upset of Carlos Alcaraz. And remember the format too, right? A little bit different here sometimes with the finals, and kind of opens itself up for some upsets. Later on, it's going to be Zverev and Rublev. Here's Zverev, $3 favorite. Probably going to take more underdogs and add the game spread. I added the game spread in this one. But Alcaraz, a no-show here. 6-1, 7-5 for Ruud. All right. Okay, fam, appreciate it. We got to get to the start here. Thomas Bird, hello, and thank you. MMA Guy, thank you for joining me here today. And as well, and Ray Otachi. All right. Should be a fun day of action. We picked out, I think, 5 or 6 games. The college basketball schedule is really cool if you're a bettor. It's not really great if you're a fan of like the big, teams and matchups, but we'll talk a few games here. And thank you, MMA Guy, for your comment on some of the action there. And here we go. Get involved with our Monday night football game tonight with Don't forget, MMA guy. Here's the address, and here's the promo code. All right. Hey, the Dolphins and the Rams tonight here in LA, with the Rams favored by 2.5 and the total 48.5. Look, the Dolphins may feel like they've got a better chance now that Tua's back and healthy, but they're still a pretty bad team record-wise. You're 2-6 coming in. I mean, come on. They've lost 3 in a row, 6 of their last 7, even with Tua back. It didn't feel like a great situation here so far, but they've thrown for over 200 yards in the last 2 games with Tua back in the lineup. But still, Miami 2-5 against the spread last 7 games as a road underdog. The Rams come in 4-4, but they've won 3 straight. They've got a bit healthier here again with their wide receivers getting back into the fold. We've seen Nakua when he's not getting ejected. He got a bum rap in that. I mean, look, you're going to get a little physical. Yeah, probably should have, probably deserved to be ejected there, but it did feel like it was getting a little bit, I don't want to say ganged up on or whatnot, but it did feel like a little bit of, unfair situation there as Pua got a little testy. But nonetheless, here you got the Rams. Like I said, they're 3-5 against the spread overall right now. And let me take a look at some of these matchups here today. I think I'm interested in discussing with you guys. So I've got a good situation here for Kyren Williams and the run game if the Rams so choose. I think they can have a strong rushing game here against the Dolphins. And with that high total, they could have some balance here, I think, and establish themselves as that favorite here for their passing game. Certainly with Nakua getting a full game under his belt, I would think I've got him to have a pretty big game here and kind of make a splash again. It's almost like we forgot about him because he's been hurt here much of the season, off and on, and Cup as well. Got some steam coming in right now, fam. Let me pass that along to you. It's on Rutgers here, minus 17 right now. Rutgers against St. Peter's. This one was as low as 15, but it's heading north of probably 17 or more here today. Rutgers taking the steam against St. Peter's in college basketball right now. All right. Also, moments ago, while I was rapping there a little bit, it was another game here that took some steam. Ohio State in their matchup. Thomas right across there in Columbus, but Ohio State and Youngstown, a good matchup there in Ohio. And Ohio State was a 17-point favorite. They might be heading north of that right now, 18.5, maybe even 19 here with Ohio State taking the steam here this morning. Okay. So we'll get back here to the Rams and the Dolphins here in this one. Look, I show handicappers relatively split. They are favoring the Rams by just maybe a 1.5 to 1 margin, but most preferring the over here at 48.5 or 49. Let's take a look at currently. 48.5 is the most popular number right now. Some of the books are at 49, juice to the under. I see a couple of 48s out there, but 2.5 and 48.5 is definitely what we're looking at here, pretty much industry wide. So the Rams here, 4-8 against the spread in their last 12 games in these closely rated 3 points or less spread games. They've gone under in 3 of their last 4 games. The Rams have held their opponent under their team total in 4 straight games. So, all right, what do you guys have? Let me go to the chat, see what the chat all-stars have to say let's see what you got. Joe T says the Rams are going to smash the Dolphins here tonight. Thomas says you got to take the Rams at home in this one and the over. Robert McCormick says take the Rams here. And you got Kyren Williams anytime TD. I'm going to have to take Puka maybe for a TD as well here. And Thomas says, Ramon, just update us on the latest injury report, please. I believe for me, I don't think the injuries are going to be a major factor in this game. I believe Hill will be able to play with that wrist injury here tonight. It's still listed as questionable, but I'm going to use my level of speculation, if you will. I think, hey, one thing I can do is I'm pretty good at speculating on these injuries, whether they're going to be in or out. And I've got Hill going to be able to make this game. It definitely listed as questionable. We definitely got to, be considerate of that injury status here. But I think he's going to be able to make the game. All right. Let's see here. A few more comments. Yeah, there it is. Thomas said. I actually was just reading what Thomas said. I didn't. None of that was I was just going with Thomas's comment. He's like writing my script here. All right, Rams and over. I think is Dave Rams over here. If Stafford, yeah, I think he's probably pretty good to go. Razor, thank you for a tremendous night last night. So good, so fun, making sure you're there on the show. All right, I enjoy when they invite me over there. Feel real good about it. Terrell with some props actually in there. What else? Joe T here says Stafford to throw an interception. Why not? I mean, whatever's gotten into the quarterbacks yesterday, there was interception. It wasn't just last night's game, right? It felt like there were interceptions all over the yard here. It felt like. All right. What else do we have here? Well, E-Rock, hello and thank you and happy Veterans Day to everyone. We're thankful. Jermaine Dolphins team total under. I might be able to get with that a little bit. I'm going to take the under here as my play on the show, actually. All right, I think that's it from the chat here, and I'm going to take my premium way on the side here, folks, but I'm going to try the under here at 48.5 in the game tonight. Just seems like it's, a little bit jacked up here. It feels like, yeah, look, I mean, we've got Rams, obviously pretty prolific when you got those healthy receivers and a pretty decent run game right now. But you know what? Might be playing a little bit of D here. Let me see what the series history. I mean, this is interconference, so Miami. The Rams haven't beaten Miami in 23 years, but obviously they don't play. But every 3 or 4 years, Miami won the last 5 games in this series, and the last 3 meetings have stayed under. But I mean, that's 10 years right there. So, okay. Thank you for all your comments in the chat, everybody. And let's see here. Oh, is Thomas? Do we have a? No, I think we're good to go here on this one. All right, let's get to the NBA. Thank you, everybody. I'll take the under in Dolphins Rams. All right. Let's move on here and go to the NBA tonight. There's big news here this morning. Started to get a little bit of it last night after the injury occurred, but Chet Holmgren is going to be missing a good 2.5 months here with a broken hip. Pelvic bone of some kind there for, we know he's got a slender frame to say the least. And Chet Holmgren went down hard yesterday holding that hip. Wasn't sure what was going on. He couldn't put any pressure on his leg. We found out now that Holmgren is going to miss 8 to 10 weeks with a broken pelvic bone of some kind. So that sucks for Chet and the Thunder, who've been looking awesome here. Hopefully he'll be back strong and ready to go for the rest of the season after, maybe February here, I guess, or so, maybe a little earlier. And they'll need him because he's a pretty good player here, obviously. Really developed nicely with this Thunder team that's been looking so good here right now, it feels like. But real bummer to get that word here about Chet Holmgren. Going to be missing time. And we've already seen the move in the line here a little bit from 8 to 6.5 here right now, and probably based on specifically on that injury. Like I said, it was apparent that he was injured. The news did come out last night, but still starting to spread a little bit. So you're seeing this one go down to 6.5 here or so. Probably was going to be as high as 8. I don't know if there would have been a move necessarily, the Clippers, but they're doing a nice job, the Clippers, right now. We've been talking about this defense here, certainly one of the better defenses. It feels like these Clipper games are going under quite a bit, and that's how the Clippers are kind of going to do it here. It feels like this year. A little college basketball steam to get going here. Keep it rolling with these moves. Pittsburgh against Gardner-Webb. Pittsburgh hosting Webb here was an 18-point favorite originally. It moved to 19, and now it's even going to be higher. Pittsburgh could be headed to 20 here against Gardner-Webb in college basketball action today. All right, the Clippers have gone under in 7 of their 10 games so far here this season. So that's what I'm talking about here. This is going to be a popular play among handicappers today on the under, and I'll probably just roll with it here as well today. All the games today in the NBA start at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, here at 8:10 Eastern and 5:10 Pacific. Oklahoma City has defeated the Clippers in 5 straight games. They've also covered the spread in 5 straight games. I'm going to go with the under as my play. Like I said, every handicapper that plays basketball totals so far, it feels like, are giving out the under. So I'm not going to put it in as a premium, but I certainly agree with the premise here at 2:18 or so today. Clippers and Thunder. I'm going to go with the under in the show here. Yes, Holmgren out. He does a good job. Might be underrated a bit defensively because of that skinny frame a little bit. Sometimes he can get exposed a little bit, but actually does a pretty nice job. And of course, his offense is pretty good. So right now, the Clippers here will have to fix that a little bit and figure out the Thunder will have to fix that a little bit and figure out what they're going to do to manage this situation. What you're going to get probably is more, I would guess, Jalen Williams, more action in there, right? So let's see what the official word there is. They'll have to play smaller here for sure. Ousmane Deng might see more time, it says here, according to the analysts. So, all right, go ahead if you want with the Thunder and the Clippers. Like I said, this has been a Oklahoma City series here. Won 5 straight at home against the Clippers. They covered all 5 of those. Let me see what you guys have in this one. I'm taking the under with Thomas saying, give me the Clippers after hearing that news. Fernando likes the under here with me. You know it. And Ray says, I took the Clippers last night. I saw this coming. I knew I knew it was a good number. All right. And hey, Dirty Reg is here today. Nice to have you, Dirty Reg. Oops, where did I miss it there? There's Dirty Reg. Nice to have you, Dirty Reg. Thank you. He's a Sports Money channel member. And Bobby Mack also liking the under here with me in this one. All right. Hey, our Brooklyn Nets, man. Our Brooklyn Nets. Are they our little secret sports betting fans right now, right? We feel like the Nets. I already said, I'm a Nets fan here, no doubt, through the years a little bit. But right now, I'm a big fan of the Nets, the way they've been making money now. The line maybe is starting to catch up to this situation a little bit, especially going up against the sad sack Pelicans, who are 3-7, 2-8 so far against the spread. They've been one of the biggest disappointments in the league, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better anytime soon right now. Going up against the Nets, they're just 4-6, but 8-2 against the spread. So you can see here why we're looking at a pick'em game or so. And the Nets are favored here by 1.5 or maybe even 2 points now. As it I think the steady move here feels like it's on the Brooklyn Nets a little bit coming into this one. For the Nets, they come in here right now. Whoops. We can get the numbers up here a little bit. Covered 7 of the last 8 games overall. Brooklyn's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games overall. 14 of the last 17 meetings between these two semi-regular opponents have gone over, and New Orleans has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games at home. So, maybe Brooklyn's offense is a little bit suspect. We know they're not a great team, but they finding a way to get it done here right now. It feels like with this lineup, guys in there like Schroeder and Speedy Claxton, or not Speedy, Nick Claxton here a little bit, doing a nice job. And we'll see how it goes today against the Pelicans. You guys can chime in if you're ready with this game, and we'll see what the Pelicans do here. Of course, we know that Zion's out currently. And let's see if there are any other notables here. Murray's still out. Nothing looks like it's changed too much here with the injury report. Jordan Hawkins is out. Murphy will be probable for the Pelicans. All right, let's see what you guys are doing here in this one with the Arnets. Can they do it again? Now it's getting a little bit tougher here with the handicap, but man, they've just been so good to us. It feels like it's hard to get away from them here. Let me see your plays here in this one. Okay, here we go with and Thomas says those injuries certainly hurting them right now. And here comes Fernando. He's leaning into the over. Dave likes the Nets here. Ray Otachi says, I'll try the Nets in the first half. Dirty Reg says, I'm on the Nets. And who else? And Terrell says, this is right. Here's the thing, right? I mean, we're making money with the Nets. We're making money with the Nets. Now you get a little bit of a challenge here as a road favorite against a team. We're playing, not going to put the Pelicans worse than the Nets here at this point. It's just a matter of the team. The Rams here. Rams under way back. Thomas went back and did a survey there of it. And the Rams under here is our first play in the new Team Steam consensus parlay. You're going to have a chance to win money here on the show at the end of the game. And maybe I can just tease you a little bit now that we got 70 people in here. So you're going to want to probably stick around and know if you've won here, right? The drawing happens at the end of the game. Anybody who comments in the chat is eligible to win the the consensus parlay. I will place the consensus parlay and include all the teams that are part of the consensus today as part of that parlay. If we got 0, there's not going to be a contest. There's not going to be a draw. But as long as we get one play, I guess it'd be a straight bet. And that won't be great. We're not going to win much money. We're not going to win much money anyways until we get more viewers to this show. So how it's going to work is however many viewers on YouTube have watched the show, that's going to be the amount that I'm going to put in the parlay. Right now, the show averages 350 views on YouTube. So it's going to be a $3.50 parlay. Your job is to go out there and like and share and spread the word about the morning steam and try to get it up to $5, maybe $10. If we get 1,000 viewers to the show, it's going to be a $10 parlay. If we get 2,000 viewers to the show, it's going to be a $20 parlay. So the onus is on you in the chat to make me blow up. Anyways, that's what I've come up with. And look, it's just a little token of my appreciation and consolation, but there'll be one every day. It's a little fun part of the show. And I'll tell you what, if we got if you guys went out there and somehow found a way to get me 10,000 viewers on this show, I will, God damn it, I'll place a $100 parlay for you and we'll roll there. So whatever the little number says when I go to place the parlay, and it'll be shortly right before the game, probably within 5 or 10 minutes, I'll let it try to build up as much as it can. Like I said, right now we get 350 on average here, which I'm stoked. You guys, that's almost already as on that big channel, we were getting 500, 600 views on the morning steam. I understand we're over here now on Sports Money, and this is the way I want it. We'll try to want to grow this thing organically, but the more viewers that we get, the higher that parlay money will be. And hey, it's going to be on Thomas now, right? So I've assigned my buddy a little bit more responsibility. And Thomas, if you have to leave, I will take over. I talk so long, and you got a life, but I'll handle whatever if you have to go or something. We get another team on there, and if anybody wants to suggest a consensus, they can. But we'll put all those teams together at the end. If we got 6 of them, that'd be pretty good, a 6-teamer, but we're not going to force it. We'll just go with exactly what the consensus is, and you'll have a chance to win a little, and you'll have to track me down. Hope you know where to find me. I'm here every day. So get ready for that. And again, to be eligible, all you have to do is type in any comment in the chat, and I think you will be eligible for it. So you don't have to wait around for the end of the show. You can do it at the beginning. You can just comment, "Hi, Ramon," and you're in. And if you want to be here, though, at the drawing at the end, you'll have to be watching or come back and watch it. And like I said, if you got 1 million friends and can share the video, I guess I'll be on the hook for a $10,000 parlay. I'll take my chances. Okay, here we go. Maybe I'll have to draw the line somewhere. By the way, the rules are what I say the rules are. At the end, of course, I am the all great tell-all master of the final decision. But, with just a little token amount, we're going to be really fair and honest and have a great time with this here. So that's the new thing I dreamt up when I was sleeping. And look at this. Thomas is already going. He didn't know. He already put this in. He had already put this in. All right, there it is. Thomas says consensus play here. I just want a little bit more emphasis on our consensus plays and all the great work that Thomas does. And I want him to feel even more important than he already does here. My guy, Thomas Lewis. I know I say it. I probably embarrass him by how much I thank him all the time. So, all right, that's going to be awesome. Well, if Thomas here is if we've got a consensus play without even me saying what I like on the New Jersey Nets, I'm going to have to pivot to the total here, and I'll go under here with Brooklyn and New Orleans as my play. But we're underway with 2 plays. We've got a 2-teamer here. Here's Jermaine says, "Oh, he's got the Pelicans here." Kelly, hello, and thank you for being here today. And hope everybody likes that idea that I came up with. All right. Dirty Red says that we'll have a good show. And Kelly, thank you. Yep. All you got to do is comment, everybody. So, all right. And that's it for you guys. That's it for that. Okay, here we go. More games to get involved with here. The Wizards and the Rockets here in this one. The Rockets are going to be a double-digit favorite here. Well, can't win them all. All right, the Rockets here come in with a record currently of 6-4. They're 5-5 against the spread. They've gone under in 6 of their 10 games so far this season. Washington 2-6 and just 2-6 against the spread. Right, they're not one of those teams. Like I said, we love those teams that are 2-8 and 8-2 against the spread. Right. So Washington has not been that so far. They've gone over in 5 of their 8 games here so far this season. And Houston has covered 6 of the last 7, won and covered actually 6 of the last 7 meetings at home against the Wizards. But I don't know if they were favored by, a dozen points in those games. So still feels a little bit awkward here with the Rockets laying double digits, but the Wizards are having some problems. And if one thing the Rockets are doing well right now that really has me hopeful that this team continues to improve and mature is they're playing really good defense. And on my ratings a little bit, maybe I'm rating them a little bit stronger than most, but I like what I see from the Rockets defense from some of these guys right now, and I think they'll have good matchups here too with Sengun and Green today. They really should smash in this game, quite frankly. It's just kind of hard to want to lay double digits. Kyle Kuzma, I believe, is going to be out of this game still with his injury status here. He's listed as questionable right now. I guess there's hope that he could make the lineup here in this one. It doesn't look let me see if there's any true update here on Kuz here. It doesn't look promising, right? He's missed 5 in a row now here. Look, there's been, we're getting to see more guys in there doing a good job here. Also, is Carrington on the injured list here? This looks like a pretty woeful situation, actually, for the Wizards here today. But man, could you take them here? Could you take the Wizards plus these points? Go ahead if you want in the chat. See what we can do here with this one with the Wizards. The Wizards are awful defensively, that's for sure. And let's see what we got, if anything. Thomas is on the Wizards. And oh, okay, Thomas. And look at it. He's Scotty, and I mean, that's going to be hard to think of all this time now, where I got to call Thomas Scotty. Could I really condition my mind to do that? And that was my dad's name, actually. Well, I mean, with the last name of Scott. But okay, here we go. Dave likes the Wizards, and here's Bobby Mack. He's going to be. He says, take the over here in this one. I'm going to try the Rockets and minus these big points in this one. I think Robert's got the right handle here on what I'm going to do here in this one. So I'll lay these big points right now. It feels a little bit awkward, but I'm going to do it. Lay the points with the Rockets. Chris Mack here today. Hello, Chris. Nice to have you, a Sports Money team member there in the chat. And Dirty Red says, yeah, I like him too, but I can't. Won't be betting this one. You know me, though. I'm Mr. High Volume. Lower amounts, higher volume. That's what I'm all about here. My little crusty here today with my wardrobe. Okay, maybe Houston first half here, Kelly says. What's going to be 7.5 or so, maybe. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Let's keep it rolling here on the morning steam and go to the Cavaliers taking on the Bulls in this one. Man, the Cavs are putting something special together, it feels like, right now. When you got a team like this, a real team, it feels like a concept here with the Cavs right now in this lineup, especially this backcourt doing such a great job with Garland and Mitchell. I mean, not knocking you out of this world. Yeah, Spider's great, but not knocking you out of the world with this lineup, right? With Okoro, with Jared Allen, with my man Evan Mobley. Look, these are all good guys. There's no doubt about it. But the Cavs, whatever they're doing, it's working here right now. And they are just absolutely outstanding with a great record here at this point of 11-0. When does it end for the Cavs? 9-2 against the spread. They're laying some points, certainly, here at 7.5, maybe even 8 here right now in a lot of spots. Total 237 and a half here right now. These teams have combined to go 13-8 to the over so far this season. The Bulls are coming off of a win here last time out as they beat the Hawks on the road, 125-113. Bulls are 4-6 against the spread. In this series, the total has gone under in 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams. So what do you think here, gang, with the Cavaliers and the Bulls here tonight in Chicago? Cavs is having to lay these points now. It's kind of like what we were talking about. The pressure on the handicap keeps getting higher and higher, it feels like, here at this point. I don't know if it's stopping the Sharps necessarily. All right, let's see what you guys have. This one feels a little bit wonky to me, but man, I want to see what you guys have before I make a comment on this one. And Dirty Red says, yeah, lower amount, high volume. Yep, that's what I do. That's what I do here. I'll probably bet as much as you. I'm saying you average better. I'm average better, really. But I will have as much on the card as the average better. I just will have it all over the card. So maybe even more than the average, more because of the college basketball right now. But I just try to play the landscape. I don't know if you notice this, but there's a lot of variance in pro and college sports. So you got to just stick to your numbers, really, and try to adjust here. You adjust the numbers on the fly. Look at college basketball, right? I mean, I got crushed the first night on totals, and then we turned it around immediately with, quick adjustments. You just got to be ready to adjust. And then, goes back and forth. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Dirty Red says going with the Cavs here. And Thomas, what is he saying? I'm taking the Bulls to give Cleveland their first loss. Could this be finally get the look, I definitely Zach LaVine, I think he is fine here, right, for the game. He did play last game, so I'm not worried about it. He played 32 minutes, 18 points. So, no problem here, Zach LaVine, but definitely want to check on him a little bit. All right, and let's see here with tease the Cavs here, as Kelly says, just get them down there to a manageable number on the road. Robert Beck says, though he likes the Bulls here in this one. Fernando going to lean to the over. And let's see. Bulls match up with them, says Terrell here in this one. I've got a bad matchup here for the guards of the Bulls and also for Vooch against Jared Allen. So I think that's what's kind of putting me on the Cavs here, you guys. Maybe I'm just playing with house money a little bit on these guys. All right. Hey, Cal Bears here. Thank you. Cal Bear says Cavs first quarter. And Kelly going to lean to the over here. So I'm going to take the Cavs as my play. Maybe that's square, but I like the matchup actually. Respect what you guys are saying about the Bulls. I hope they can continue to be a little bit better. Okay, that's it. I think in the chat. Maybe Thomas is on the Bulls here. All right, one last matchup again. All these games are at the same time today. There must be something with that I didn't check. If anybody knows, tell me what's going on. Is it a Veterans Day thing? Are they doing a special NBA wraparound thing going to every game or something? I wouldn't mind that. Does anybody want to just mention this? There's a great show that, if you have the NBA League Pass, that's cool. I do put it on a bunch of screens. But, on a college day, there's a lot of basketball, some hockey, and I love watching that show on the NBA TV app, the NBA Crunch Time. It's a free program, you don't need to subscribe to anything. You can even put it on your TV on the NBA app. And they kind of do like I don't want to say red zone because but they cut away. They start about 8:45 Eastern, right in the kind of second half of the games, and they just go right through. This is when there's a big card and there's like a dozen games. They don't do it every night, and they just go from game to game, finish to finish, and it makes for a real good program there. That way, you don't have to like fiddle around trying to find every game. You just go to the closest game, the NBA Crunch Time show. I've been mentioning that a couple of years here since they've been doing it. All right, here we go with the Kings taking on the Spurs here on the road. The Kings are a 1.5 point favorite here in this one against the Spurs here right now. The Kings on the road come in right now with a record of 6-4, 5-4-1 against the spread. Spurs 4-6, 5-5 against the spread. These guys are about as middle of the road as they come here right now. But I'll tell you this: the Kings have owned this series against San Antonio, semi-frequent opponents. So this is what's been going on, and maybe that's why they might have the advantage here. They've won 8 of the last 9 meetings between the Kings and the Spurs right now. 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone over, and I think it might be easy to see why a little bit with some of the trends here with these two teams, and maybe this one will kind of hold true to that form. Feels like to me. So we'll see what you guys have in the chat. But right now, we got the Kings are 4-2 against the spread on the road, and the Spurs are 3-4 against the spread as an underdog. So total for this one is the Kings have gone over in 4 of their 6 road games. Let's see what you guys have here with the Kings and the Spurs, but I kind of trust this. Handicappers I've seen so far are on the Spurs. And, Wemby's been looking awesome here of late, obviously. See how these matchups are in this one. Okay, I've got the down arrow a little bit on a couple of these guys, but here we go with... Going to start off with, here's another, Caps were a consensus play here for Thomas. He says, can we use a money line here? Yeah, I'll go with whatever the real consensus. It's got to be whatever the chat's, kind of going with you. You, Thomas, should not make the call, like say, hey, let's, I know sometimes you get a little liberal on that, but I'd like to try to stick to what exactly the chat is. If they all say money line, we go money line. If most of them say spread, we're going to go with the spread. Whatever the consensus is what I'd like to do. But look, if it's a -1.5 or 2, I mean, that might be okay. Whatever you say at the end, though, is going to be what we do, unless you have to go and I'll clean it up. All right, let's see here. And Kelly was saying, I think Kelly said maybe we should have taken the military teams on Veterans Day weekend here. We might have missed the boat on that. All right, let's see here. Fernando is on the Kings here today. And Thomas says Kings and under. Sports money is money here. I got to wait for Justin to come here and say it. I want to say at the beginning of the show, sports money is money. Robert is on the over here in this one. And I will be taking the over. I'm going to take the over with Robert here as my play. But, man, the Kings have been looking pretty good here this season for sure. Now, they are on the back-to-back here, obviously. The Kings took on last night the Suns. The NBA, I didn't even get a chance to comment here, really. But let's see here. Yeah, the Dirty Red saying right now, right, that was a disappointing loss, it felt like, last night, of the way that game kind of ended there at the end of the game. Hello, Chris Mack. Nice to have you here. Sports money member here. And Justin says, the back-to-back, the overtime game here last night for the Kings. I just still like this matchup, but we did have we won that game. I didn't feel comfortable about it, except the over yesterday was the premium pick winner. It did go overtime. And we did have the Suns as our pick on the show. We talked about Durant and everything, but we still went Suns here, right? The steam was on the Kings last night. So, but what a game. Also, we did have some other winners here yesterday in the NBA. Want to mention, we gave out the Pistons here on the show. We also had Boston as a premium pick winner. They got the money. We had the under here on the show. We swept those early games actually on the show. We had the Pacers over the Knicks. We also had a premium pick winner, Warriors Thunder game to go over yesterday. That was a good one too, man. The Warriors and the Thunder last night. We were into that one here. Also, we had the premium pick winner on the Hornets Sixers total yesterday. We swept that double play. The old, what is Mikey calling it? We were trying to get that graphic going. The double dip. And we had the double dip yesterday. Mavericks and over here on the show. I also had a premium pick winner last night, Raptors and Lakers to go under. Felt pretty contrarian there and really was never in doubt with that under. So please consider subscribing to my picks. But hey, we'll just play the consensus parlay game here. Give me the over in this one. I'm probably going to take the Kings again, even with what Justin said there. That's it for the NBA. Let's go to hockey tonight with a nice hockey card here with a morning game too. And look at what Fernando is saying there about that other game here, down to 221.5 right now, he says. So I kind of like, maybe I'm with I don't know if Joe heard, I guess they've been calling him this and I just am out of the loop, but what are they saying? Jover. I think they're calling Joe Jover, because Joe T, the F your under play of the day. But now they're just calling him Jover. And let's see here what Kelly said. No KD. And well, boy, last night, Kelly, so we were right. Beal got injured again. Well, other than Anthony Davis. So I didn't even look to see. Does anybody know what the conclusion of Anthony Davis going to the locker room was? Got to admit, like I said, the cocktail there at the end of the game, maybe I checked out a little early. So, but Beal got hurt, but he actually came back into the game there late. So thanks, Kelly. All right, here we go. Let's go to hockey here. We've got one day game on the ice here with the Canadians here on the road against the Sabres. The Sabres, a $2 favorite here in this one with the Canadians. me fire up the goalie computer in here, make sure we got it all right. At least we can spend a couple of seconds on these games, unlike on the weekends. Primo is confirmed as the goalie here. The Canadians trying to snap a 6-game losing streak here right now, and Primo will be in net for the first time in a dozen days here right now. He gave up 6 goals and a 6-3 loss to Washington last time in net. He hasn't been good here with a 4.38 goals against, a 1-2-1 record overall as Montreal struggling here right now. My Habs not looking too great here at this point. Luukkonen expected maybe here for the Sabres, 6-4 with 6-4-1 with a 2.64 goals against and a 91% save percentage here coming into this one. So that's why the Sabres obviously here big favorite against the Habs tonight. Let's see what you guys want to do here with this one. This one is in 2 hours basically at 12:37 Eastern and 9:37 Pacific. Little Veterans Day feature here seems pretty cool. So we got a full day of sports, really. If you can, I'm pretty sure because that other tennis match comes in kind of in between that. You can sit around watch sports all day like me. All right, Montreal has covered the puck line in 9 of the last 11 meetings between these two teams. They've actually won 4 of the last 5 trips here into Buffalo. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams in Buffalo have gone under. These two, I think they're kind of trending over, though, a little bit right now. Buffalo on a 3-game winning streak here currently. They had some nice wins here of late against Calgary at home. They beat the Rangers, remember, 6-1, and they beat up on Ottawa 5-1. So a little bit of a good run here for the Goatheads. All right, let's see here what we're doing in this one. Get your take on it here. Montreal 9-6 to the over this season. Buffalo going over here a few of late. They've won 5 of their. Let's see, what is their home record right now? They've won 5 of their last 7 at home to be 5-4 at home right now. Montreal 1-5 on the road. All right, Canadians, Sabres. Here we go. With yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he went to the. I know he went to the locker room. What I was concerned because look, we make fun of AD, but look when you get smacked across the face. I mean, it's an injury, right? We always, oh man, there he goes again. But maybe we're more skeptical or something of when we don't see him limping or anything like that. He got whacked across the face. I would imagine he is going to be, masking up here. He's probably going to look like Kareem. Maybe he'll wear the Kareem goggles. But he got. I would imagine he might have got a broken bone. At first, someone was saying poked in the eye. It looked like he just got smacked in the face, and maybe suffered hopefully just a bruise. Okay, there it is. I think Chris Max got it here. Thank you, Chris. Let me look at that. Robert says go with the under here in this one with it at 6.5 here today, right? In fact, I'm showing Bet Online with a 7 right now. I'm showing Stations Casino with a 7 flat here.
Steam play.
Hey, there's some steam in college football right now. Let me at least pass that along. Why not get it rolling here this week with college football? This one is the game between Central Michigan and Toledo. They're steaming Central Michigan here. It was maybe it was 17, maybe it was 16, but I have a feeling this one's going to be 15 here. Central Michigan on the road against Toledo. Tuesday night action here right now, and they're taking Central Michigan. So there you go. We're underway in the college football day. All right. And you couldn't just Thomas and I would be sitting around drinking some lemonade, watching some sports all day. So thank you for that update, Chris, there. And yeah, also he did get hit in that eye. So he did get his eye poked. Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's see, I'm looking for comments here on this game. Here's Joe just giving the stat there on Buffalo there a little bit. Nobody too hot on this one other than that under selection there. Like I said, Montreal, they're pretty bad, but this is a good matchup for them here. And I kind of think the price is. I'm going to try Montreal on the puck line, despite how bad everything has been. Trust the series history a little bit between these two rivals, certainly the way that series goes, the frequency of the play. Like I said, trust the series history more when you're playing familiar opponents. When you're playing them every couple of years, you don't use the series history as heavily. Football, it's okay when you're only playing, 20 games a year. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look here right now. Next up, the Stars going to take on the Penguins here in this one. It does feel like a pretty awesome spot here for the Star. And I got the obviously here. Let me correct this. I've got the line on the wrong team. And it's a pretty good spot for the Stars. The hockey experts that I was hanging out with last night were telling me about how the Stars are so live here in this one today. So let's see what you guys want to do with the Stars taking on the Penguins here tonight in Pittsburgh. For the Stars here right now, they come in having gone under in 5 straight meetings here with the Penguins. And, these two teams might be trending under for the most part this season. Pittsburgh has gone under in 4 of their last 5 games. Stars have covered the puck line in 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams. As last year, the Stars won them both 4-1. Stars won on the road here, and they won 4-2 in the game at home. Not only Pittsburgh, like I said, trending under here a little bit in their last couple of games, but Dallas is 1-5-2 to the under as a favorite. And look, this one here at 6.5 under, Dallas favored on the road. Go ahead if you guys want to get involved here, but I think I know where I'm headed in this one with Ottinger in net here expected against Joel Blomqvist of the Penguins. Ottinger 6-3 with a 2.95 goals against. Seems a bit high for Ottinger, and a 0.91 save percentage for Blomqvist. 3.25 goals against and a 91.5% save percentage here. Let's see if you guys want to play the Stars and the Penguins. Bobby Mack says he likes the under here in this one. And Fernando says he likes the Stars here today. I'm taking the Stars here as a favorite on the road. They told me last night, take the Stars. I'm always going to listen to my guys here a little bit on this one. Now, I'm going to be an independent thinker, but they were telling me a great spot here for the Stars today, so let me go ahead and do it. I'd feel awkward if I didn't. All right, and I'll just check the market action here a little bit. Sharps are probably favoring Pittsburgh, it feels like, a little bit in this one. But like I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm on the Stars here as a road favorite. I do like that total, though, for sure here today. I'm pretty sure it'll make my card in this one. All right. Not much from you guys, so let's move on to the Sharks and the Flyers here in this one. The Flyers, obviously, even the Flyers are a huge favorite over the Stars. Well, they got Urson in goal, so, that is a little bit more stable situation when he's in there. Sharks also played last night, and, hey, they're coming off of a victory. How about that? They beat the Devils yesterday, right? Am I getting that right? They beat the Devils 1-0 yesterday. So skeptical. Oh no, the Devils did come back to win. No, the Stars won 1-0. The Sharks won 1-0. How about that? I almost had to go back and make sure of that when you see a result like that. So Sharks on the back-to-back. Maybe that also plays into the increased line here a little bit. You don't want to trust the Flyers, it feels like, at minus 250 when the even with the back-to-back of the Sharks right now. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under, and 7 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams in Philadelphia have gone under. The Sharks, 1-0 was yesterday's final. Sharks are covering puck lines right now like nobody's business. They've covered 6 of the last 7 on the puck line, so they played competitive every game here pretty much right now, losing by either winning or losing by a goal. In fact, they've won 3 of their last 5 games. The Sharks, they beat New Jersey, they beat Columbus, they beat the Blackhawks, they lost to Vancouver 3-2. They got blown out by Minnesota, but Minnesota's done pretty well here so far. So who in their right mind is going to trust the Philadelphia Flyers to cover a puck line here? I got to take the Sharks plus 1.5 here in this one. Even with the back-to-back, I'm going to do it. That might be a deal breaker for some, I think. And Kelly said, yeah, it was an ugly day there in hockey. We went 1-1-1, I believe, with the picks yesterday. We had the Devils. That didn't work out. But we did have the under in the Minnesota-Chicago game, and we pushed, I believe, the under in Columbus and Anaheim. I think it was 4-2. Robert says, I'll take the Sharks on the money line. Forget the puck line, Ramon. I'll take them on the money line. Tino is here. Thank you, Tino.
Team play.
Go next up here with my Kings on the road. The Kings taking on the Flames here. Kings are favored minus $1.30 with Kemper here. I just want to say back on that other game, I thought last night, I want to see this again. Let me go back and check this out with Vanacek. Oh, Blackwood was in goal. Right, Blackwood was awesome. Okay, that's right. So Vanacek probably for San Jose today. Got it. Because I think yesterday I always say, oh, you know how good we are with the goalies on this show, but didn't feel like yesterday. That one, Blackwood was awesome. Blackwood was the star of the day. It felt like yesterday. Okay, here we go. The Kings taking on the Flames here in Calgary today. And look, this has been a pretty strong series for Calgary at home. They've won 5 of the last 6, but there are competitive games for sure. The Kings have actually covered 13 of the last 15 puck lines against Calgary, quite often as a favorite, but more so as a dog at home. So it's always competitive between these two teams. It feels like in Calgary. Last season, the Kings won here. No, they lost both here, 4-2, and both games 4-2 in Calgary last season here. So Kings have covered 9 of their last 12 puck lines on the road, 7-3 so far this season on the puck line on the road, but favored here in this one. So that might change things up a little bit. The teams are both trending heavy. It feels like to the under right now. Kings have gone 2-4-1 to the under as a favorite, and Calgary's gone under 3-6-2 to the under as a dog. Some steam right now in college football. They're taking Ball State in more Tuesday night action. You notice both these moves coming in off the games here tomorrow. Buffalo was a 6-point favorite against Ball State, but now it's down to 5, maybe even lower here. A little bit of a move here on Ball State at Buffalo tomorrow in the Tuesday night action. All right, we'll continue on here. Give me a play if you'd like with the Kings and the Flames here tonight in this one. I like the play. I like this one to go under tonight with these two teams, especially what we've seen in the season of Calgary's little streak here right now. They've gone under in 6 of their last 7 games here currently. So give me the under tonight with the Kings and the Flames. All right, let's see. Oh, a couple moves here from you guys. Let me get these here. Fernando is going over, however, but again, he's going to take it down here to 5.5. We are seeing 5.5 at some of the sharp books right now, juiced to the over. So I think people are kind of feeling maybe what I'm feeling and what Kelly's feeling right now. Says that Calgary offense continues to have some big time woes here right now. They've been scoring 2 and 3 goals a game here, certainly, but they lost last time out at Buffalo 3-2. They lost at Boston 4-3. They did beat the Habs 3-2. They lost at Edmonton at home 4-2. And they shut out New Jersey at home 3-0. Here's Robert. He does like the Kings here tonight. And Joe T, I think he's got some action here. Head-to-head. Gone over. The series has gone over 5.5. I hope this is a series here. Over 5.5 in 6 of 8 games. First period's gone over in 7 of 9. And I think he is saying take the first period over. Kelly's got Kempe and Kopitar to score a point to add to under. Maybe she's going under for those two players here. All right. And Jermaine says, what was the premium play yesterday? Was it in the UAB Yukon game yet? Jermaine says there. Or is it today? Is it, what am I missing here? Was that, on Saturday? Oh, in the football game. Oh, trying to remember, Jermaine. I don't want to hold up the show, but okay. Thanks for the and good morning to Truth Teller. Great job last night, Truth Teller, in the chat with the football game. That was awesome. And I thought we were on the total, though, in that premium game, right? Because I've been, UAB, that's my team, and I'm really bummed that they've kind of sucked. Both go over in both. Okay, and I just gave out the under. Okay, I just gave out, Joe's telling me to F my under here in this one with the Kings and the Flames. I'm going to move on here to the Predators and the Avalanche here in this one with Sarah in goal against Annanen here. Today is what I think is lined up here in this one. Some talk that Georgiev could be in goal tonight here for Colorado. For Saros, 2.61 goals against, but a 4-7-1 record right now as Nashville is a team that also has some offensive issues, but they're coming off the 4-0 win over Utah last game. Here. He does have a couple of shutouts so far, so I don't think there's anything wrong with Saros. I think it's maybe the rest of the Predators. For the Avalanche here, going up against Nashville in this one, Colorado has won 5 straight meetings between these two teams in Colorado, but it's been Nashville that's been getting the money almost in each game. Nashville won their previous meeting so far this season just 9 days ago. It was 5-2. Nashville won it at home here, but still Nashville's covered 5 of the last 6 puck lines. But they've done a better job on the road here hanging in the games. Like I said, Colorado has won 5 straight, but Nashville gets the puck line. It feels like in this one, although the last meeting was 7-4 in favor of Colorado, it was the 5 previous games before that Nashville covered the puck line here in those games. So, all right, here's a little more college football steam for this weekend. New Mexico State and Texas A&M. It's that time of the year where the SEC teams beat up on some teams here to kind of fill out their schedule, and this one's going under here right now with New Mexico State and Texas A&M. Game total getting steamed to the under here, 55 or so. It was 55.5, but looks like it's going lower here right now, under 55 or so. New Mexico State and Texas A&M taking some steam. All right, let's see here. Did we get the comments in from this game, the Predators and the Avalanche? Nashville's been going under here for sure. They've gone under on the road in 4 of 5 games so far. Colorado's gone over in all 9 of their home games so far this season. Nashville's been going under 1-4 on the road to the under. Colorado 9-0 to the over at home. That's hard to buck. Let's see what you guys have here. I think you guys are ready. I want to say hello and good morning here to Andrew G. Appreciate that. D Money is that my hi D Money? Appreciate having you here in the chat. Picking Colorado here today. Thank you. D Money in our again for anyone, if you do enter a comment, and I'm just pointing out because I we've had D Money comment before, but not a heavy commenter, but any comment at all will enter you in the contest. But in order to win, I'm not going to track the winner down. You guys will have to make sure. I'm pretty easy to find. I think you could type in Ramon Scott Sports into Google. I think I'm the first. How about that? You don't even need Chat GPT or Grok to find me. You can get it on old Google. But I'm here every day. I'm here every day, except I'm going to take 4 days off in July. All right, here we go. Kelly says this is an over series here. She says over series here. Better if Gurdjieff is in net. And says Nashville on the road against Western Conference. You got to go over in that one. You got to go over in this one, don't you? This is a Joe T special, it feels like. What is Joe saying? He says the head-to-head here. He's got the head-to-head. He says in the head-to-head, he's got the BTTS in 4 of the last 5 games. First period over in 4 of the last 5, and it's gone over 5.5 here in 5 straight. Of course, this total is higher here in this one, but you could always buy it down. Still, we're looking at 6.5. Juice to the over here for sure. And right, Jermaine, when why do I always do, always give away the premiums here? I almost said, I was going to like, oh, the winner of my new contest gets a free subscription to my premium plays. Well, what if I have a bad day? That's going to feel bad. So we're doing the consensus parlay. Hey, here's the steam right now that just came in. Stetson and Citadel. Game total over here. The steam just came in. It was 147 or so, but now we're headed to 149 or higher here with Stetson and Citadel. Steam play here on Veterans Day. Not every student, I don't think every student has to go into service at the Citadel. I don't know how that works actually at the Citadel. I'm going to look that up. All right, Fernando here. Oh, he's got some comments back there. Thank you, Fernando. And what is Thomas saying there? He might be talking about a different game. Okay, Joe T here, Predators, first period. Oh, their first period's overs have gone 5 of 7, but Joe is going to take that. Robert also here with that over. And yeah, Nashville, it's been just a disaster, it feels like a little bit for Nashville here so far. Maybe they're lucky they're playing a little bit better right after that horrible start. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Jermaine. Oh boy. Yeah, it's right, Justin. Well, Justin, the All-Star break. I was teasing Jimmy over there saying, oh, Ramon's on 365 days. No, I take the All-Star break off. I've done it my whole life, and everything that I've done, that is my recharge time. Of course, I watch the All-Star game, and I bet the All-Star game. I've been to 2 All-Star games. Okay, here's Chris. I think he's going both teams to score here in this one. And let's see. I think that's it. That's it for that one. Okay, I'm gonna take the Avalanche. These guys are terrible so far this season, but hey, they are 7-8. They're starting to come back here a little bit too. We'll say this: the Predators are 0-5. as an underdog so far this season. So I'll lay the chalk on the show. I'm probably going to be on that total, though, as well. Okay. Let's cover one more here with Carolina, and they're taking on the Golden Knights here. And Carolina going to be a road favorite here in this one. The way things have been going here for the Hurricanes, they've been looking pretty hot. But hey, the Golden Knights are also with a pretty good record here. It does seem a little bit. What am I missing? I love hockey. I love all the major sports. Maybe I'm not clear on what could be going on here in this one. Sure, Carolina's won 8 of their last 9, but they're coming off of a loss here on the road at Colorado. Definitely been a clunky team here so far. Vegas is on a roll. They've won 5 straight games here at home right now, doing a terrific job. So there's no doubt Carolina's been very, very sharp, 9-3 as a favorite. I will say Vegas is 1-2 as an underdog, but they're 8-0 at home. So this is the featured game of the night, no doubt, here in this one. And let's see what maybe you guys want to do here. I'm expecting the goalies here, Kashetkov here for the Hurricanes and Aiden Hill for the Knights. Hill's 6-2-1 with a 3.13 goals against and 88% save percentage for Kashetkov. He comes in here with a 7-1 record with 2.5 goals against and a 90% save percentage. So let's see what you guys have in this one. I think these teams have been doing a pretty decent job defensively, particularly Carolina, but Vegas has gone over in quite a few games for sure. Let's see here. Vegas has gone over here in 6 of 8 home games here right now. They're 10-3-1 to the over so far. So they've been kind of carrying the pace here, it feels like, here for the most part with their offense. Let's see what you guys have here. This one's interesting for sure. This one's going to be a good co-feature and a game to wrap up the night. And let's see here, not much here. And what do we got, you guys? You guys are having a great conversation. I really love the community vibe. No one bothers us too much. Nobody trolls it too bad. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, Kelly, look at this. Kelly, yeah, I follow Kelly on X for sure. All right. Canes in regulation here for Robert. That's it. Maybe that's it for hockey. That's it for hockey. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to go ahead here with these two, and I've got to consider the over here. I think it's going to be a good game, exciting here. I'm showing handicappers, though, out there are favoring the under here by about a 3-1 margin in tonight's game. Probably the one game that's getting the most action from paid handicappers like me, like these paid touts here. The under is getting the most attention, actually, out of all the totals in the NHL tonight. This game is being used the most by handicappers. Chris Mack likes the Canes here. Canes have been awesome. Fernando on the under. There's my guy. There's MMA guy. Thank you, MMA guy. Even MMA guy can win the parlay. That would be awkward. All right. Thank you, Old E. Thank you for all your comments, too, as well. Always. All right. Okay, that's it for hockey. I've got a few college basketball games to look at here today. Probably just give out these matchups aren't great here just yet. I think the team of the weekend, though, has to be North Florida. They're up to like 135 in the KenPom rankings. They're the high flying. Oh no, my backup phone is. There'll be no more trends here off the phone. I keep a phone down here. I read a few trends off of it, type in some notes. The power is out on the backup trend phone. Oh boy. But I have ordered me a new phone. I got a new computer. Boy, I must be, hey, MMA guy, you got to try this touting, man. I've got a new computer. I've got a new phone now coming in, iPhone 6. Remember I said weeks ago, oh, I'm going to get the iPhone 16. And I put it all, it still costs money, right? So I ordered it. I'm waiting for ordered it last night. I'm going to get the new iPhone 16 Max Pro big screen thing here. So thanks for your support, everybody. I didn't pay for it outright. I'm paying the monthly payments. Okay, but look, when you support me, look, I subscribe to all these different odds making services with that Steam that comes up. That all costs money too. So look at it more like that, right? You're supporting all the information that comes across. I mean, those services that if Don Best, Sports Insights, those line services, there are some free ones out there, but I like the subscription ones. Whether you're using Spank Odds or unabated, they cost money to get the fast lines. So, you got to invest money to make money. That's the way I kind of look at it. All right, let's see what we got here. Right now, we got Thomas here. I think he's wrapping it up here. Maybe no college basketball. It's hard, not a lot of plays anyways. If something does come up, I will add it. But it looks like the Team Steam consensus play here at the end of the show. Stick around. It's going to be exciting. Some of you have left, and maybe you're going to miss your chance to win. Look, how many teams are in this? Rams under, Brooklyn Nets money line, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we'll have 3 plays. If we get 400 viewers, obviously, on a play like this, and we're using a money line, what's going to be? Probably 4.5 or 5 to 1. What is that Nets money line going to be anyways here? Oh, it's relatively cheap. So close to 6 to 1. So I guess if you win the parlay today and we get 400 views, you're going to win about $24. All right, so hang in there. We'll build this show up, and maybe we'll win 50 or 100 here. I'm paying for the parlay every day, so I know it. Hey, I'll be glad to get the support of the challenges on you guys here. Or look, if you want to make me do a $50 parlay every day, we only get 300 views. I say only. I thank you guys so much, of course. Here's some NBA Steam coming in here right now. This, I think, was going to be maybe a premium play. I'll have to reconsider now. Steam is coming in Washington and Houston. Game total here over 227.5, maybe higher now, 228 or so, or maybe higher here. Steam coming in on the over with Washington and Houston. Here right now, it's 228 at the South Point here in Las Vegas, where I try to go a couple of times a week. And when I go there, I take my South Point poker chips and buy some hot dogs. Buy some Vienna beef hot dogs. They have a hot dog cart there, and I love Vienna beef hot dogs. So I go maybe mix it up for an hour or two on the tables and then pick up some hot dogs on the way out. That's what I do. All right, here we go. Let's take a look here. I've got a few more. Thomas. Thomas is jealous because he got a new phone. I'm getting the iPhone 16 Max Pro thanks to you guys, and thanks to. So please consider subscribing. Kelly says we're going to talk Citadel. Yeah, in fact, we already did talk a little Citadel here, Kelly, with she wants the military teams on Veterans Day. But we talked about that Steam that came in, Stetson and Citadel Steam over. I had already selected it to be one of the games. How about googly-eyed UFC ring girl? Let's see here. Thank you. Be interesting if somebody like that wins, right? Here we go. Let's see what else. That's it. Let's go to the basketball here and take a look. I know if you're hanging around, I'm stalling a little bit, but we got those games. Okay, there is a day game here, 10 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 10 a.m. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific time, as I said. with Long Island taking on Air Force here. We're seeing a move here already today to the Air Force here in this one. They're already up to 12 or so right now. I think I'm going to take Air Force as my play. I was probably going to go premium, but
System play.
wasn't quite sure about the total just yet at 142 here in this one. So far this season, Long Island, they lost to Ole Miss 90-60 as a 29-point dog. So they just missed the money there in that one. They did go under in that game. For Air Force so far, they're 1-1. They beat Jacksonville State at home by 6 and covered the spread. They lost to, I believe, I want to say it was Asheville on the road, but I'm going to lay 12 points. I think Air Force wins, and I'll update that line here. I think they should probably be 15. I've got them by 15 here on my numbers. So this is what we do. We just trust the numbers. I'm not going through a lot of personnel situations here unless there's a top injury you're relying on in college basketball. Your numbers, I play super huge volume. Air Force here for me for sure, though. This probably should be a premium. I've got them to win this one by 15 points. So let's see here. Anybody? Hey, Arthur Mead Jr. Hello. He likes this game here. He says Central Michigan and Marquette. I'll say this about that game, Arthur. Thank you. Is Marquette did take the widely reported steam. I don't know if I have a preview on this. I'll see if I can get a pick out to you here, but at least I can report to you that there was steam in that game with Central Michigan and Marquette. They steamed it, I believe, at 20, maybe it was 25 or so, but it's 27 pretty much all over. They did take the steam, though, here, Marquette, overnight. Thank you so much, Arthur Mead. All right. And Jermaine says, hey, yeah, we're the line open. He liked Air Force, so yeah, 2-point move here. Maybe that's why I'll also move him to the free play here. We're not getting the best of the price, but like I said, I have 15 written down here as my maximum price allowed. So I'm gonna take him here. It feels like right now, take Air Force today. I'm taking them against the Sharks. Plus, Billy Briz was bagging on LIU. So, okay, here we go. We got Stetson going up here against Citadel, just like Kelly ordered. I promise you, this were the games that I was, going with. But I did see the theme here a little bit. I'm not oblivious to it. I wanted to get a little, and there's no doubt. I mean, maybe there is something to play in the Veterans Day games here with Air Force, the matinee. I'm sure there's something going on there. All right, here we go. Next up with Stetson on the road here. The Hatters. They are now a 3-point dog. A pretty big move here on Citadel today. And let's go ahead and shift this one now and move Citadel to -3. The total is up here to 148.5 or 149. Right now, we already told you that the steam came in on the over in this game while we were on the show here so far. So there is that to consider. For Stetson here, they come in 1-1 currently. Citadel also 1-1 here, but I believe Stetson had a game against a non-Division one. The only game they played so far, I believe, against Division one foe was against Omaha. They lost at home, 79-76 as a 5-point favorite. Citadel is they lost at Boston College, 69-60. They also they beat somebody. They beat a Division one a smaller school here. Erskine. They beat Erskine College 86-56 last time out. So, okay, see if you have anything here with this one. Let me see. I know what I'm. Like I said, steam came in on the over here with this matchup, and I'm not so sure about it. I'll just stick with Man, I'm getting 3 points here with Stetson. Yeah, gosh, that move is pretty intimidating here. I'll just lay it. I'm going to trust the move on this one. I'm going to trust the move here. I'll just lay the 3 points with Citadel. I don't trust Stetson here in this one. Okay, let's see what you got. Jermaine will take that steam to the over. I was going to go with the Robert here. We'll take those points on Stetson. Thank you, Kelly. I hope you win, though. I'll contact you, Kelly, if you win the parlay. You're going to miss it, though, just in a few minutes here. I'm only doing 3 more games if you can stick around. Then we're going to flash everybody on the screen. Everybody's name's going to pop up. One name's going to end up there with the chance to win the big prize today. And like I said, I predict the big prize today will be about $25. But we also got to hit the parlay. Not only do we got to you got to win the contest, then we got to hit the consensus parlay. All right, here we go. A few more here. Winthrop going to take on Virginia Tech. I hope I picked the right games here in this one. I've tried to pick close games that are on at least ESPN Plus or on TV or so. I like that matchup, though, that you talked about, even though Marquette is a huge favorite here. Winthrop and Virginia Tech here in this one. Virginia Tech is a 9-point favorite here at home against Winthrop. Virginia Tech comes in 2-0. Winthrop is 2-0. Anybody watches the Morning Steam over the years knows that I'm a big Winthrop fan. I love how beautiful they can play, pass the ball so perfectly. Here, Winthrop comes in right now with a win over Arkansas Little Rock. They did cover the number there in their only Division I contest so far. They covered 11.5 at home, won by 15. Virginia Tech has consecutive wins here over, I think, who they play? Was it Dixie? Now I got to look it up. No, I got to look it up here. I think they did beat Upstate 93-74 in their last game here, but they were laying 23.5 and they won by 19 in that other matchup against Delaware State. That's what it was. They won 83-60 as an 18.5 point favorite. All right. Do you have anything, Bam, in this one with Winthrop? Take it on, Virginia Tech. All right, let me take a look here at some of the market action here. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and lay this big number with Virginia Tech, even against my Winthrop Eagles here. Give me Virginia Tech in this one. All right. Okay. You don't have to stay, Kelly, though. I will contact anybody that wins and they don't know that I will do my best to find and help you. The people who I'm very familiar with, it'll be a lot easier here. Arkansas is taking some college basketball steam right now. Bam, we're seeing this move come in. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the football. Ugh. Show's getting long. 3:30, game number 333, 334, Texas and Arkansas here. I already liked Arkansas at plus 15 and took them. Right now they are down here probably to 14 here. Arkansas is taking steam against Texas here. Arkansas maybe just ends up being a bet here. Like I said, I kind of want to start sending out plays earlier in the week. I don't know how everybody feels about that as far as the subscribers are concerned, but here's a little steam coming in on Arkansas. I do like Arkansas. I'm not making them official just yet here on a Tuesday, but I already bet them. Again, the recommended plays are stronger than just a regular old bet, but I took them already. Okay, here. Dana also went Citadel there with me on that other game. And Arthur Mead says Virginia Tech should be able to cover here against Winthrop. Justin says take Winthrop. Kelly says, how about that total, though? Virginia Tech, though, has gone over in both their games so far. But I agree, though. Doesn't mean that they weren't slow. It just meant they would end up going over there. All right, Winthrop covers here. You guys like the Eagles. I always love the Eagles here pretty much. Look at this, another Winthrop here. Man, could we make it a fourth? Well, there was one, like I said, who took – Arthur Meade did say Virginia Tech. I don't know if it's a consensus, but if it was one more here, that might be a consensus. Anyways, I'll take Virginia Tech, though, so that evens it out, too. It's also 3-2, so I don't think it is a consensus, but lots of contributions. Thanks, you guys, from the chat. And Fernando took Citadel in that other game. All right. Mostly, I just want to keep you guys sticking around now, so that's why we got that contest, too. It was getting kind of slow there at the end of the shows. All right, oldie! Woohoo! Okay, here we go. Jacksonville and Furman was the next game that I've selected here. We've already seen Furman move from 6.5 or so, it feels like, up to an 8-point favorite here right now. Total 142. Yeah, that's pretty much the line here in this one with Jacksonville and Furman. All right, let's see here. Let me take a look at the records here of these two. Furman comes in with a 2-0 record so far this season. One of them against Division I, I believe. Furman was able to win here 78-74 against Belmont. Here, Furman is always pretty good at home. They've won 24 of their last 21 of their last 25 games at home. Furman's look pretty strong here. They are a pretty big favorite, though, in this one after the 2-point win over Belmont. That was a closely rated game and a close finish for Jacksonville here. They're coming off of a loss to the Gators. 81-60, but they did get the money. They beat Trinity Baptist in their opener here. So both teams let's see, Furman's 2-0 ATS so far, and the number is getting a little high. It's way above the Ken Palm number there, I'm sure, but I think I like Furman still. Go ahead if you want. I know I picked some, goofy games here a little bit, but the schedule was kind of goofy, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it here with Furman. I'll lay the 8. I don't think I could take it as a premium, but again, like I said, I looked at the Ken Palm number and it was 4, and I knew that felt off here. Thank you, Old E. That's so incredible. Thank you so much for gifting a membership here. Appreciate that so much. And I think Justin wants to go with Jacksonville. I think you're getting the best of the line. I'm just going to go with Furman, though. Yeah, Jacksonville not too good. Robert, though, here likes the under here in this one. And let's see here. Justin played Air Force in that other game already. Thank you, Justin. And Thomas, the more games you add, the more difficult it will be to hit a consensus parlay. I almost said community. I know they do one at that big show over there. So ours is consensus parlay. Let me not say the wrong thing. They do a community parlay. We do a consensus parlay. But hey, we're here to take some chances, aren't we? Here, nobody wants to win my look. If we get one play, you might win $3.50. Right now, we've got a 3-teamer. Here's a play coming from Robert on Grambling against the Gators. We just mentioned the Gators, and he likes Grambling here today, Robert Franklin. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Right, Thomas? Just stick to what you've been doing with the consensus, and we will work it out. But again, I think the fun of it is, hey, if we get more plays, it's going to be a bigger pot. But we want it to be a true consensus as well. So we want more people chatting, more people sharing, and more people viewing. Let me, the computer here, the battery's almost dead. If we went off the air before we gave away the prize. All right, I got to finish these. Kelly's waiting. I'm going to do these fast. Chattanooga and Austin P here in this one. I think we might just give out the plays here and get to the big feature of the show. I want to see how it works here in this one. I've got Austin P here to win this one. I believe they are. They might be I think they've been moving on Chattanooga here of late. Let me see what the line currently is. I'm not going to go over the trends or anything. I want to get this done. Chattanooga's a 3-point favorite now. The total, though, here I think is noteworthy. So let me at least update these games that I'm showing on the screen. 3 and 148 here now. Move to the under here with Chattanooga and P. Go P. No, go Chattanooga. Yeah, go P for me. I'll take them +3 here against Chattanooga today. I'm on P. All right, next up here, Mercer and DePaul in this one. You got DePaul, an 8.5-point favorite against the Bears here in this one. And
Steam playing.
This is NFL Steam right now. I don't know if Dave is still here, but and Justin, Atlanta and Denver. Game total is moving higher here right now at 44. It was 43.5, I believe, or so, but we're seeing a steam move here. Atlanta and Denver. Game total moving higher here right now for sure in that NFL game this week. All right, DePaul is hosting Mercer here in this one. DePaul is a favorite here by 8. It was 8.5. Let's see what we're dealing with now. 8.5 and 159.5. The total has definitely moved higher here in this one, and this one has moved way too. I mean, oh man, I wanted to go over in this one for sure, but this is getting ridiculous here now at 158. I don't know if I can do it now. Just give me I'll take the over still. I might play DePaul as a premium. Either way, the spread's getting away from me. The spread is going. DePaul was as low as 6, or now 8.5 here. This total was as low as 151, 152 or so, I believe, and has only gone through the roof here at this point. So I didn't know that was going to happen here. I'm showing 159 at some spots here right now. You look at what happened here so far, right? DePaul, 92-59 winner over Prairie View here in their first one. And for Mercer, here, I said we weren't going to go too far on some of these games. So for Mercer so far, this will be their first Division I game. They beat Lynchburg, Virginia, 125-54. All right. Here come all those comments from you guys. Wow. Let me take a look here what's going on. There's a big chat here. Oh, we got a big chat here from Arthur Mead. Oh my God, Arthur, thank you so much. Maybe we should put that money in the community, the consensus parlay. Dana Delp is on P, back on that other one. And Chase J just missed a big one. Oh my gosh.
Steam playing.
Steam coming in right now. College basketball, Eastern Washington against Missouri, under 155. This is some steam right now. Eastern Washington and Missouri, 857, 858. They're going under 155 right now down to 154 here, it looks like, on the morning steam. All right. Let's get to the end of the show. My God, you guys. Arthur, thank you so much. This is what I do. I come on here for 2.5 hours a day, and I try to sell my picks, but I try to give a bunch of free winners out here as well. Mercer for Robert Franklin, thank you. Thank you for the great conversation in the chat, you guys. A couple more here real quick. North Dakota State taking on I had to put Bakersfield in here in case our Bakersfield fan showed up. Here, so Bakersfield, this is, and plus it's nearly a toss-up, so this is worth looking at here today in one of the most closely rated games here of the night at 9:30 Eastern and 6:30 Pacific in this one. And for me, I'm going to be on the over here in North Dakota State and Bakersfield. This total is 141. Bakersfield is up to a 3-point favorite here tonight in the game against North Dakota State. Hey, everybody, some steam just came in the NBA as we get ready to get out of here. How about it? San Antonio getting steamed right now against the Kings. This game's going to be probably a pick 'em here right now with the Kings and the Spurs. The move is on the Spurs here right now. It's down probably to a pick'em. Also, moments ago, the Maryland Terrapins took some steam in college football. Game number 353, 354. Maryland was a 4-point favorite. They're probably a 5-point favorite right now in their game against Rutgers on Saturday. All right, there is one late game tonight. Stay up late on Veterans Day. This one's at 10 Eastern and 9 Pacific, with Pacific and Hawaii here. Like I said, Hawaii just played last night and ended up winning convincingly, giving me a premium pick loser in this one. So I'm going to end up here, I'll come back here. The steam came in on Pacific in this one, but I'm going to go with the over as my play here. The steam was on Pacific. The steam was on the under here in this one. I'm going to go over 147. In fact, right now, I think it is actually 140. Oh, it's down to 142. This is a huge move. I might have jumped the gun a little bit. This one's down to 142.5 right now in Hawaii, up to a 3.5-point favorite. So I'm getting the best of that line for sure. It is a little bit worrisome that move has been so heavy to the under here, but I'm going to go over with Pacific and Hawaii. All right, that's it. I'm going to get to the featured part of the show here right now. Chase, thank you so much today as well for the super chat here. I think we set a record today for super chats. Mikey's going to be happy with me. He might make me do another show. He's going to be so happy. All right, Robert going over there. I think that was on the Bakersfield game. Get ready. Here we go. I hope I do it right. And let's get the contest out of the way. Then we'll do the promotion, do the commercial and all that. Kelly's been waiting here, but it might be the last part of the show in the future. So let me see if I can get this thing to work here right now. Just comment in the chat if you want to be a part of this. And I think I can get anybody who commented is going to be eligible. But let's see if I can get this to work correctly here. In this one, and this might take a second in our first try at this here right now. So let me take a look. Oh man, did I really blow it here? Oh man, I think I blew it. It might be that I should have turned it on there at the beginning, you guys, of the show. So please comment now if you'd like to, just in case I did it wrong. And I'm sorry for everyone that I may have should have started collecting comments at the beginning of the show, I feel like. So let me come back to it in just a minute here. Please comment again if you want to be a part of the draw. And I think I was supposed to turn it on before the show so it collected everybody. Man. All right, I blew it. So let me do my commercial here first. Sorry, Kelly, but hopefully just comment real quick. You don't need to stick around. Say hi like Robert did or anything like that. Okay with truth teller and all that. Gosh darn it, you guys. What a moron I am. Hey, go over to winnable.com and you can pick up my best plays here for today. I'm going to have packages in college basketball, NBA, NHL, and my Monday Night Football play. Please subscribe. You can subscribe for free and get free plays from me as well over there. And maybe if I get hot or whatever, you can also look back at all my previous results, see if I'm hot, see if I'm good, whatever. All the picks are there. I don't keep records anymore. I used to. I was on a site where I was charging $25, $35, $45 for a package of plays. Now you can get it for 67 cents a day when you sign up for $20 a month over at the Winnable app and use the promo code STEAM. It'll be about 50 cents a day. You'll get probably a dozen or more plays from me there. You're going to get plays from me here on the show anyways. I'm dealing high volume. So check me out over at the Winnable app. It looks just like that. You get text messages to your phone. You can put notifications on so it pops right up there. You know when I'm sending out the plays. I try to send them out 1 or 2 hours before here, but it's working pretty good now. We might start coming in later with later moves, more important moves here. This is the flexibility of this app here. So it's powered by Stripe. So that is totally legitimate and strong e-commerce platform used by many companies, and you can trust in me here to send you out some plays. Yeah, you don't have to play them all. You can just look at them when you're looking for some action. I mean, college basketball, we're going to have some fun here for sure. So check me out over at winnable.com. You can use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off those packages here. I was thinking about with our contest giving away the packages, but you know what? This is way more fun to do this. Let's try to do it now. We've got a few comments in here. I think it'll work, and then we'll try to fix it again here. I don't know if I've done this right, you guys. I feel awkward now after pumping it up so much, but and if you don't see your name in there, my bad on this one that I blew it. Okay, here we go. Let me just bring it up and see if it works for us. And I'll bring it back up. I don't know. It'll be smoother, I think, next time for sure. Here, let's get the drawing. It says there are only 13 of us in here. All right, here we go. All the names are in there. Look at all my friends here bouncing up. Someone's going to win it. Someone's going to win it. It's, of course. Let's do it, Justin. Justin's the winner tonight. He's got the 3-teamer here, it looks like, today. So the key is, Justin, you need to go out right now and share this video and get 1 million views so you can have a $10,000 parlay today. Right now, we're averaging about 350 views. So unless Justin can make me catch fire and go viral, he's going to probably have about a $3.50 or a $4 3-team parlay on our consensus plays today. And I love you, Justin. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're the first winner of the little consensus parlay contest, and I hope we win. I'm going to get my expected $4 out. Look, I wish we could have, this is the challenge of trying to, grow something, right? So, hey, I'd love to put in a $50. I'd play a $50 parlay with Justin. You know that, gang. But grab my $4 here probably that we're going to have. Again, for every 100 viewers is $1 towards a parlay. So whatever it says on YouTube, my discretion, but I mean, I'm going to go to the YouTube page a little bit before the first game, whatever it was, and look to see how many views we have. If we got 500 views on YouTube, whatever the little number says, it'll be a $5 parlay. If we get to 1,000 views, it'll be a $10 parlay. And I've done some shows before with the horse racing show with Keith got almost 2,000 views. So Justin, thank you, my friend, for being the first winner. Look, I'm going to need Mikey might have to make me a proper banner for this one. I'm going to leave Justin up there with me today. So hopefully that was fun, though, wasn't it? With everybody's name popping across the screen like that. Hope everybody got in. Like I said, hope you saw your name pop up there. And I definitely blew it. So I think we saw all the friends in there, though. And I'll turn it on at the beginning of the show. Yeah, stacks. So, all right, that'll be awesome. And we'll do that every day. It looks like Justin might actually left. So we'll have to chase him down. I'm sorry, I don't know if you saw him actually on the screen there. So hopefully you like that. Thanks everybody for the show, and get ready for a great day here tonight. And thank you so much, everybody. And Justin, I mean, it's just let's face it, it's just a token amount, really. But we're going to have a little fun here. And like I said, maybe one day I'll be putting in $20 parlay. We'll get 2,000 views. That's the goal here, right? My promise to Mikey was to try to, generate more views, generate an audience. He was so nice to let me come over this channel, and I've been contemplating, something like this. So, hey, a little bit more steam before we get on out of here. College football, 360. 361, 362. New Mexico is getting steamed. They already beat my Aztecs this weekend, embarrassingly enough. New Mexico is taking some steam here against Washington State. In this Saturday's game, New Mexico was plus 13. They are now plus 12 in the game this weekend. All right. Bye, Justin. I don't think Justin knew. I think he left. So, all right. That's right, Kelly. I mean, look, this is what I came up with, and I think it'll be just fun. And like I said, hey, if we were rolling in the views and all, and I was always crushing it every day, going 2-1 or whatever it is, we'd throw in a bigger one, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to grow it and watch it grow and see what it grows to every day. So, all right, that's it for the show. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on X. Don't forget, follow Kelly. Follow Kelly on X. But there you follow me there at Ramon Scott. You can also follow at the Morning Steam. Send the show out there in a couple of videos sometimes. That feed's not going too good for me, but you can follow me over there at the Morning Steam and get a little bit more content from me as well. So Curtis, you may have commented in there and I blew it. So we'll have a chance every day. You my day oneer, sir. You're my day oneer. It feels like, Kurt, you still have the keys. Don't forget. So, I might have blown it there. I think I'm supposed to turn on before the show, so all the names were in there. And like I said, at the end of the show, I kind of said everybody had to enter it again. We only had like 15 people in the draw, but hopefully it was cool and exciting, and you saw it there. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. I only saw about 5 names, it feels like, in there too, Jermaine. We'll fix it tomorrow. I dropped the ball on that. So maybe I just wanted Justin to win. He's been so good to us, but I want all you guys to have a chance, and I think we will. You can win more than once. You could win 5 days in a row. That's the way it's going to be. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. Hey, even if Mikey Money wins, he'll probably do something with it. But thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Catch me tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, here on the Morning Steam. I'll be back tomorrow previewing the action for Tuesday, including the action and other stuff as well. So thanks a lot, everybody. Breaking news here. It looks like Jameis Winston will remain the quarterback here following the bye week, is what we're just seeing here right now. Come out with a little bit of news. All right. See you tomorrow here, folks, for the Morning Steam. Sports Money Network. I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Can't escape from the team called the Morning Steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.